So that makes me think, Amy, about just sort of just general brain health, because sometimes you got to just go back to the basics. And especially when humans are under stress, we forget to do the most basic things that help us function well. And then things just get worse. So I like to think about, like, if you're at a restaurant and there's one of the table legs is a little shorter than the others, and all through the meal, that table's going to be wobbling back and forth, and it's sort of irritating and annoying, right?
Yeah.
So your brain's the same way. It has sort of four main supports. And if they're not all strong, your brain's not going to do optimal work. So I bet you could guess the four. I know you could, Amy.
Yeah.
I bet everyone else could guess them too. But they're nutrition, hydration, activity, and sleep. And I picked some of those words really carefully. So I didn't say diet, because it doesn't mean like cutting back on what you're eating. Nutrition means just getting good nutrition into your brain.
Right.
So balanced nutrition. Hydration, just making sure you're staying hydrated, because you may not be thinking about it the same way you would if you were going to the office or meeting up with a friend for a walk. Activity, I intentionally say activity instead of exercise, because the latest research is that any kind of movement is better than nothing. So even if you don't hit cardiovascular levels, doing something, even if it's just getting up and walking around your desk once an hour, that's better than sitting in a chair or sitting on the couch all day long.
Absolutely.
And then sleep. I'll say for me, sleep has been the hardest one recently. But the more you can sort of be constant and consistent with your, when you stop drinking caffeine, when you stop things that are stimulating, going to bed around the same time, trying to get up around the same time every day, that helps your brain sort of stay in rhythm so that you do get good sleep. And when you have those four pillars really solid, then your brain is in much better shape to take whatever the day throws at you.
Right. And there's an app for everything now. It seems like there's an app for, sleeping meditations. There's an app for drinking enough fluids. There's an app certainly for exercise, and even for nutrition. So for people who are into those types of things, there's something that could track you. Every one of those things you can keep track of it.
That's a great point, Amy. And there's also great apps for meditation and just breathing. I mean, maybe we should make it be 5 legs on the table, because breathing, I mean, it's sort of silly to say breathing, but when you start to get stressed or anxious, you start breathing more shallowly, and some people even hold their breath. And that changes the oxygen flow to your brain, and it makes it harder for it to stay balanced and in control. So just being conscious, if you start to feel stressed or anxious.
Right. And even before you start feeling stressed or anxious, if you are familiar with how to breathe properly, it will be an easier, more automatic type of thing that you can call into play when you are feeling anxious.
Yeah. I think there's an app that's even called Just Breathe.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of apps out there that just being intentional about just pausing and taking a breath can help de-escalate your own internal struggles, as well as helping to calm if a discussion is becoming an argument where people aren't hearing each other, which, certainly lots of togetherness can lead to lots of discussions, shall we say.